Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Well, it just started to rain. I'm so lucky. I want to shoot a video in over 2 months because it has been a while, and it started raining as soon as I press the record button. I mean, what the fuck. But anyway, today I actually want to talk about something that I actually get asked frequently, because people think that I know everything, and that's not true. But today we are actually going to talk about 5 problems that can occur with the B58, because the B58 is a pretty reliable engine, but nothing is perfect. So still things happen, things go wrong, and yeah, we're gonna talk about 5 things that you have to look after a little bit before buying a B58, or things that can occur when you own one. And some things are easy to fix, otherwise can be pretty bad. Let's say that. So let's talk about these things, and we'll open the bonnet first and then we'll have a look. So one of the things that can happen with the B58 is coolant loss. So mine actually had this problem, and it's the only problem that I had so far. So the problem that you can have is that this cover can start to leak. So I replaced this one, and now everything is solved. And this is like a 16-euro part, but the coolant can go no, the coolant can the level can drop over time, and that's a problem they seem to have. I did mine to BMW. I did a pressure test, so they did a test if there are any leaks. There were not, and I actually made my coolant drop, and I made it loose, and I saw that it was all white stuff on this. Now this one shouldn't have it. The car is sitting for quite a while, so it should be safe to open. But let us see. Ooh, a little bit steamy, but yeah, you see, this is still leaking from an old part. But if your cover is full with that, then it means it's leaking like this. This is still resident from the old one. This is brand clean as heck. So this is a brand new one, so it shouldn't be leaking. It's only 2 months old, but that's something that can happen, and it's really the easiest and cheapest fix you're ever gonna do on your car, I guess. I mean, it's so cheap and easy, it's dream. Okay, and then that's really just one problem. The problem can be somewhere else related, but then you just best bring it to a mechanic. Another thing that can happen, and that's under the engine cover, I think most parts actually are, is the PCV membrane. So what happens is the car is on idle, and you suddenly see a lot of white smoke, and you think, oh no, the car is fucked. It's just an easy fix. You get a new PCV membrane. You remove this cover, it's somewhere under there. Very easy and cheap to fix also. So these 2 problems are very easy to do, easy to solve. I don't have this problem yet, but yeah, I mean, very easy fix if it would ever occur. So that's another thing with the B58 to look after. Like I said, not a big thing. Another thing that apparently can happen, I've seen it happen, I heard it happen, I haven't seen it before, is a leaking valve cover. So then you need a new gasket, I guess. It happens apparently. No more info on that. It starts leaking, I don't know why. So yeah, short info on that. Not gonna talk too much about something that I don't know. And then another thing that can happen, and you can prevent this by doing more regular oil changes, is the oil filter just can, I don't know exactly where it is on this engine, there it is behind. The oil filter can just disintegrate, and you have there is no oil filter, and it will be a big pain in the ass to fix. But yeah, apparently it can happen that your oil filter disintegrates, and then you have to, I think, flush the engine. Look at that beautiful high pressure fuel pump. So yeah, that apparently can happen, but if you do frequent oil changes, then really it shouldn't happen that much. And then the biggest problem that I have heard quite a lot actually last few years, because the B58, but I'm gonna sit in the car for this one, but it has to do with the injectors. But it started to rain a little bit more, so I'm gonna sit in the car nicely. So yeah, what happens with the injectors is apparently much better. So apparently the first 2-year models, the 2016 and 17 models, mine is a 17 model, no, they're starting to age a little bit, right? I mean, the first B58s are over 6 years old right now. Oh, it's 2023, so yeah, 6-7 years. Time flies. And you know, when an engine gets older, more problems occur because, you know, more high mileage, you know, more age, parts get worse, and things happen. So apparently, and it happens apparently more on 16 and 17 models, and it also happens on stock engines, but apparently a little bit more on tuned cars that run more ethanol. But that is, the injectors apparently sometimes fail or stuck wide open, and they can kill your engine. Then you have zero compression in that cylinder. Your engine is toast. It can happen. It doesn't happen that much. It has not happened on mine, and BMW has done small changes to the injectors in 2018. So I think they actually kind of knew about it. So they changed the injectors in 2018, and apparently when you're doing around 100,000 kilometers, it's not that bad to replace the injectors you have for the new ones if you have a 16 or 17 year model. Mine is a 17. It's built in March 17, so it has the old injectors because it's an LCI 1, with the older dashboard like this one instead of one that goes like this. I think once you have an LCI 2 or an OPF model, it's fixed. I don't know when exactly. I think when you have an OPF model, that's when your car is built June 2018 and later. Before that, you have no OPF. And I think the LCI 2s came out in 2017 July. So you have 1 year of LCI 2s with no OPF. It's actually a car that I wanted, but yeah, you can't have everything that you want. But yeah, injectors apparently tend to stuck wide open, and with the newer models, maybe it's because of they're younger and it doesn't happen, or maybe the new injectors are revised and better than the old ones. We guess the second one, and that BMW probably knew it could be a problem. So yeah, I'm gonna get these replaced probably this or next year, because I don't run this car that much, so this car will not hit 100,000 kilometers this year. It will probably only pass 100,000 kilometers somewhere in the summer of 2024. So I want to do that and also get the gearbox flushed next year. So we're gonna do some maintenance then. But yeah, those are actually the problems that can occur with your car, with the B58. And like I said, most of them are easy fixes. I mean, like the coolant loss, the PCV membrane, and oil filter, very easy to fix or, to prevent. But then a valve cover, nothing dramatic. I mean, can be fixed, does cost a bit of money. But then the injectors is the one that you really have to look at. You can be lucky, and it's possible that your engine will not be toast, but if you damage your cylinder one and you lose compression, then you're done. Completely done. And you need a new engine. Yeah, so those are the things that you have to look after. But these cars are pretty solid. And even with a tune on them, mine is running 500 horsepower and it's running fine. It's running really good. It's running way more reliable as my 114i ever was. So yeah, I mean, this car now has the same mileage as when I sold my 114i, and I don't have these problems that my 114i had. So even in the long run, I would say this car tends to be cheaper to run in the long run with these parts not failing all the time. So yeah. I'm gonna make more videos soon. I'm running out of time right now, but let's do a cold start. Beautiful. But yeah, we will do more videos soon and talk about, but yeah, I haven't done that much stuff, and now it's saying my bonnet is stuck open, so now I have to go in the rain and close it again. Shit. Anyway guys, see you soon. Goodbye.